Welcome to McDonald Maths. In this video we're going to have a look at expanding single and double brackets. So we're going to start off with some more simple single brackets. The number outside the single bracket needs to be multiplied by everything inside the bracket. So what I like to do is just draw a line here. So we've got 5 multiplied by x. That will equal 5x. And we've got 5 multiplied by 3. And it's positive, so positive times a positive is a positive, so it's plus 15. Right, if we go on to the next one, here we've got some negatives. So for the first one, minus 3 times x. Well, we know that a negative times a positive is a negative, so it'll be minus 3x. And we've got 3 times plus 10. Again, it's a negative times a positive, so it'll be minus 30. And finally, let's have a look at this. We've got minus 4 times 2x. So remember, you times the numbers together. So minus 4 times 2 will be minus 8x. And then you've got minus 4 times minus 5. It's a negative times a negative, which will mean it's plus 20. Now let's have a look at some more complex ones. And still with single brackets. We're going to do, so the first one, it's 2x times 3x. And you need to multiply the numbers and the algebra parts sort of like separately. So you've got 2 times 3, which is 6. And you've got x times x. Now, when you times 2 x's together, this is sort of like indices. I know there's no powers written on there, but if there's no power, it's like they're both to the power of 1. And when you multiply indices, you add. So 1 plus 1 would be 2, so it'd be 6x squared, or 6x to the power of 2. And then you've got 2x times minus 6x. Well, it's a positive times a negative, so it's going to be a minus. You've got 2 times 6, which is 12. And the algebra parts you've got are x and y. So it's 12xy. Right, for part B, we've got 2x times x cubed. So first of all, it's going to be positive, and it's going to be 2. And we've got x times x cubed. As I said before, if there's no power there, it's really to the power of 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, so it's 2x to the power of 4. And then I've got 2x times minus 7x. Well, it's a positive times a negative, so it's going to be a minus. I've got 2 times 7, which is 14. And I've got x times x, which will give me x squared, because if you times indices, add them. And finally, minus 4y squared times 2y to the power of 5, where it's going to be negative because it's a negative times a positive. 4 times 2 is 8. And y squared times y to the power of 5, well, if we add the powers, 5 plus 7 is... No, 5 plus 2 is 7. Therefore, we've got y to the power of 7. And for the last one, it's negative times a negative, which means it's going to be a plus, because when you multiply 2 negatives, it makes a positive. 4 times 6 is 24. And you've got x squared or y squared, which will stay separate because they are separate terms. So it'll be 20 minus 8 y to the power of 7 plus 24 x squared y squared. Now we're going to have a look at simplifying and also going on to double brackets. So the first one is just 2 single brackets, but we've been asked to simplify. So the first thing I need to do in this question is I need to expand. Okay, so I've got 7 times x, which is 7x. I've got 7 times plus 3, which is plus 21. I've got minus 3 times 2x. Well, minus 3 times 2 is going to be negative. and it's going to be 3 times 2 is 6, and I've got the x. And I've got minus 3 times minus 4. Because it's a negative times a negative, it's going to be a plus, and 3 times 4 is 12. Now, in order to simplify, what I need to do is I need to combine the like terms. So I can see that 7x and minus 6x are both, they're both x. So therefore 7x take away 6x would be just leave me with a single x. I've also got numbers which plus 21 and plus 12. Well, 21 plus 12 is plus 33. So my answer is x plus 33 after I've simplified it. So remember to expand, but also make sure you simplify. It's also very important for double brackets. Now, how you expand double brackets is you need to multiply x by everything in this bracket. You also need to multiply 6 by everything in this second bracket. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do 6x times x, which is x squared. I'm going to do x times 1, which is plus x. So now I've multiplied x by both x and plus 1. I need to do the same with the 6. So I'm going to times 6 by x, which is plus 6x. I'm also going to times the x by plus 1, which will give me plus 6. So I've expanded it, and now what I need to do is I need to simplify it. And I've got an x squared and I've got a number at the end. The part I can simplify is the two middle terms, which is plus x plus 6x. My answer will be x squared, well, plus x plus 6x is plus 7x plus 6. That's my simplified answer. And we'll have a look at a little bit of a slightly harder one, because that one just contains positives. So I'm going to do the same method again. I'll have x times x, which is x squared. I have x times minus 3, which will give me minus 3x. I have 8 times x, which will give me plus 8x. And I have plus 3, because it'll be a minus, because I'm positive times a negative, which will be minus 24. That's the expansion. I now need to simplify. So I've got these middle two terms, minus 3x plus 8. Well, minus 3 and 8 together make 5. So my answer is going to be x squared plus 5x minus 24. And now we'll just do a final two. The first one's a little bit of a harder one because it's now we've got numbers in front of the x. We've got 2x times 3x, which is 6x squared. We've got 2x times minus 4, which will 2 times minus 4 is minus 8, so it's minus 8x. We've got 3 times 3x, which is 3 times 3 is 9, so it's, and then we've got an x on. And we've got 3 times minus 4. Well, a positive times a negative is going to be a negative, and 3 times 4 is 12. Again, we can simplify the middle two terms. So we get 6x squared minus 8 plus 9x is plus x, and minus 12. So we've expanded and we've simplified. And finally, for our last question, we've got 2x plus 1 squared. Now, this is a type of question that quite a lot of people get wrong. What they do is they make the mistake of just squaring the 2x and squaring the plus 1, so they get 4x squared plus 1, which is incorrect. What you need to do is you need to write it out as two brackets, because it's 2x plus 1 in brackets times 2x plus 1 in brackets. So yeah, make sure you do that. Don't make the mistake I said at the start. Right, we've got 2x times 2x, which is 4x squared. We've got 2x times plus 1, which is plus 2x. We've got 1 times 2x, which is plus 2x. and we've got 1 times 1, which is 1. So we've expanded it. We now need to simplify, which is, we've got plus 2x, which will give us 4x. So we've got 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. And there we've expanded it. Right, hope you found that helpful. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video and like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. And for practice questions, please visit our website www.mitchellmathsandscience.com. The link is in the description.